Thank you for joining us tonight. We're going to play a quick 3-question game, and then we're going to get into it, all right? So the name of this game is Tell Me Without Telling Me. All right, I know you saw it all over social media, but we're just going to play it really quick. All right, so the first question is, tell me without telling me that something smells bad. Jesus. That's it right there. Jesus. Clutch the pearls. Okay. Tell me without telling me how old you are.
Paper food stamps.
Paper food stamps. What y'all know about paper food stamps?
Ooh.
Yeah, Jesus. Okay. Tell me without telling me how old. No. Tell me without telling me your favorite movie or favorite show. One of them.
You told Harpo to beat me.
Jesus. Do y'all know what that one is? So I'm guessing you saw the movie.
I did.
How did you like it?
Well, it's a musical. I'm really not into music like that. But because my girl Fantasia was in there,
Jesus
for
help.
Fantasia, I will show up.
She'll show up for
Yes.
Fantasia. Jesus help.
Yes.
And a lot of people said that it wasn't as good as the first one. It can't even compare.
Not at all.
No.
No, the first one's a classic.
Yeah, you're right. It's hard to remake that.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to get into it. Tonight we have one of 2024's most influential leaders per Kish Magazine, pastor of Rebuilders Faith Ministry, the voice behind Maria Speaks, Pearls of Wisdom, and mother of 3, Maria Ushery, here to talk about her brand new book. Oops, Jesus.
Don't drop her.
Talk about her brand new book, Refined for Purpose.
Yes.
Refined for Purpose. Thanks for stopping by tonight.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited about being here with you.
Aw. Okay, so we're going to get into it. I read this book. Is a quick read. I think it's about 20 pages, so make sure you get a copy.
Yes.
It won't take you long at all, and you'll get a whole lot of good stuff out of it.
Yes.
All right, so right in the beginning of the book, you immediately talk about how makeup can be a woman's best friend or it can be her worst nightmare. Talk about that.
So, I am one who used to wear makeup. As soon as I open my eyes, I'll put makeup on, right? Why did I do that? I did that because at that particular time, there's nothing wrong with makeup. I absolutely love to put on my lashes and all the things, right? However, there was a time in my life where I put it on because I was covering up. So at that particular time in my life, it was a nightmare for me, right?
Wow.
Because I was covering up things that need to be dealt with.
Jesus.
And oftentimes we cover up, right? We cover up because we don't want certain things exposed and or we don't want to be able to deal with what's going on the inside of us. So it's very easy for us just to cover up. So again, you know, at that particular season of my life, it was a nightmare. It wasn't my best friend.
Wow.
But until I began to receive healing, you know, inner healing, now she's my best friend.
Oh,
you know, now
I love that.
you know, I'm good with wearing it because I'm whole and I'm healed.
And your intentions aren't the same anymore. You don't have to do it the same way.
No.
So you can wear it freely.
And
then you also, and I know you and I talked about it before the show, that, you know, so much happened to you in 2023. I mean, life was life-in. And not only was it happening to you, but God used it to bring you out of some places that you didn't even know that you were in. Like, how was that? You also, like I said, mentioned in the book that you had to go through deliverance in the public eye. How was that?
So, you know, the journey began, I believe, in July, right? It began in July, and I thought in my mind that, you know what, I'm going to start working out because I want to lose some pounds, right? But what I did not realize was that during that particular season of my life, it wasn't about the physical pounds, because really I didn't lose any pounds walking every day, 6 days a week. But there were some weights that I was carrying that I didn't realize I was carrying.
Wow.
There were some things that were going on the inside of me that I did not even realize was going on. So it took the Father to give me instructions on how to walk through my deliverance in the public eye.
Wow.
So he began to tell me to go make these videos every morning. I'm like, I am not making these videos. Listen, I can't go on live, you know, with no lashes, no makeup. I can't go live in front of the public eye, you know, with just looking this way. Like, I'm not ready to to go before people, but what I did not realize was that he was getting me prepared for my next. And he was allowing me to go through deliverance. And I didn't even know that I was going through deliverance until after it was all over with.
Wow.
I thought that I was just getting these, nice words of encouragement to encourage the people. But in all actuality, the words that I was speaking was healing me.
Ooh. And she talks about a lot of different stories and shares her story, a lot of different stories, like I said, and what happened in 2023 in the book. But another thing is that I love and I read is actually a quote in the book. I can't remember at the time, but you talked about finding value in your true identity.
Yes, oftentimes we as a people are not happy with us. We're not happy with how we are created. Sometimes you're not happy with, the family you were born in. You're not happy with, the city, the state, or the country you're living in. But I had to find value in Ree, right? I had to find value in Ree. Not Ree the mom, not Ree the pastor, not Ree the HR director, the HR professional, but I had to find value in who Maria was.
Wow.
Who Maria was without the makeup, without all the extra stuff, right? Without the applause,
Your
right?
coffee.
With all my coffee. Listen, I love my coffee. I had to find out, who are you without all the things?
Yeah.
So I began to dig deep, right? And I began to realize that there is treasure in this earthen vessel. Sometimes, you know how people can say all the glamorous things about you, but you don't really see it?
Yeah.
But I had to see it in me before I can see it in someone else.
Wow. And oh Jesus, that was a lot right there. What about you? Like, could you do that? Walk out deliverance in the public eye? I'm talking to you that's watching us right now live. Go ahead and type in the comments. Would you do that? Number one, she walked every day almost.
6 days a week.
6 days a week.
For 3 months.
3 months. No makeup. She couldn't get her favorite coffee. What was it, Starbucks?
No, we don't do Starbucks. Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
None of that. Like, none of the glitz and the glam and going live. Could you do that? And how would you feel like walking out your deliverance in the public eye? No matter if you're a pastor, if you're in city council, if you're a leader, wherever you are, like walking out your deliverance. I mean, that's amazing. And that you talk about those different things in the book. It definitely would help someone. It definitely helped me. I love reading that book. So all these different things. And again, just like we talked about in the beginning, I couldn't name everything that you do. But what's next?
What is next for Maria Speaks? Maria Speaks is in the process of launching a school where I can, yes, I love to teach. I love to develop folk. In my career, as a HR professional, staff development person, I love to train
And develop people.
Yes.
Wow.
So that is what's next for me.
I know that's right. And if anyone is out there watching that is thinking about getting their copy of Refined for Purpose, what would you say to them? If they're thinking about it, maybe they have the copy, or even haven't heard about it yet. Like, what would you like to say to them?
I would encourage you to get this book. This book is raw. Like, I talk about me. I talk about, passionately, people call me Ree. That's my nickname. I talk about Ree. I talk about how Ree came out and how she is now who she is because she no longer wanted to hide behind the makeup.
Wow.
Sometimes people need to see the real you. They don't need to see the made up you. They don't need to see the one that's all, prep and proper, in order for us to, to allow folk to be delivered, right?
Yeah.
And to walk in their true identity. We got to show who we are first.
And it gives them permission.
Yes.
And that's one thing I learned. It gives other people, when you are truly who you are and not trying to be something else or something that you're not, or just whatever, and allow that to be seen, the good and the bad. It allows people permission for them to be themselves. And then you can get to a place of deliverance. Listen, thank you for coming on tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Really quick, if anyone wants to contact you, I know you're also a certified life coach. She does public speaking and a lot of different things. How could they reach out to you?
You can reach out to me by way of my website, and that is www.mariaushery.com. www.mariaushery.com. Reach out to me. Schedule your free discovery call.
Well, we wish you much success on your book, and thanks for joining us. You too, thank you so much for joining us today. Make sure you go out and get your copy today from Amazon.com. Have a great night.
Thank you.